ASMR podcast with leeBISHOP
and erickaMelani. This reminds me, like, with my girlfriends, I was like, let's play Never Have I Ever. And then, like, I don't know if you played this game before, but when you play with people who are not, like, in tune with themselves, they end up playing the game by saying things that they have done and not done.
Oh,
like,
so you say I'm not in tune?
And then it throws off the whole everything. You're like, you're not with the flow of things now.
It just wasn't in the script. Mood Not Moods. What's up, everybody? We're going to talk about pet peeves.
Pet peeves. These are pet peeves. Is this pet peeves for anything or just pet peeves when dating?
Well, anything. If we did dating, we'd be here forever.
Really? Are you that
just have,
picky?
like, one or two? Yes.
Not picky. Ooh. Okay, well then I want to hear your pet peeve first.
Wait, this is pet peeves for everything.
Okay, pet peeves for everything. I feel like
want to do
most
pet peeves
of my
for dating?
Yeah,
Oh,
why
I didn't
not?
know it was for that.
Yeah, dating. That's more
You didn't say
interesting.
that. Okay, fine. My pet peeves for dating. Okay, I have to do off the cuff then.
Your pet peeves can't be applied for dating your other pet peeves.
No, because I have like traffic people who don't use traffic signal.
Okay, this is a good one. I'm gonna go first. Piggyback off what you just said. One of my pet peeves is when I'm like getting to know a guy and I'm in the car with him and he has really bad road rage. And this is like my first experience being in the car with him, and he has really bad road rage, so he couldn't even contain it for our first car ride. I get scared. Like, I'm like, this dude is aggro.
Yeah, and it kind of exposes him in the future, like, or how he deal with you if you guys have arguments or something. That's totally like a red flag. Red flag.
Oh, is pet peeves and red flags the same thing?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, my pet peeve is if she has her phone on the table or keeps going into her purse to get the phone when the phone goes off. Unless she has like a kid or something and she's checking for the babysitter and stuff, turn your phone off. Like, we're on a date, right? We're on a date. Just give me all your attention, because you sure got mine.
Wow, really? She can't have her phone on the table
Unless you have,
or it needs to be face down,
or your child, or your parent is in the hospital or something, and you're telling me my phone is on the table because of this. I don't want to be rude. Blah blah blah.
So what if she's strategic? Because I do this. I like sometimes, like, if I have a clutch bag or whatever, my phone doesn't fit in my purse, and then I'll put my phone on the table, but I never use it. And you see that her phone is on the table and it never once goes off. Does that make you feel more secure?
But the phone's in the bag?
No, it's just on the table, open. You could, like, it's face up, so if she got any notifications, you would have been able to see it. But the whole entire, say you have a 2-hour date, it never goes off. Like, her phone never goes off.
We're having a good conversation.
Yeah,
and it's fine, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, so you get bothered if she uses or looks at the phone, or if she's swiping around.
Yeah, if she's doing that. I'm like, okay, then I guess you're not fully into this situation, because you're like scrolling down or you're looking for opportunities to take pictures. It's like, be in this moment with me or go somewhere else. Like, you're not taking this seriously. You know what I'm saying? Especially the first date. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, wow. Ooh. This is kind of funny, and maybe I'll get hate for this, but it's a pet peeve of mine when I'm on a date and the guy keeps on saying that he doesn't like liars and he wants people to be truthful and honest with him, and he doesn't like liars. It's a pet peeve. I don't like it when people say that to me. I'll say guys or girls. I think that's weird, because who likes liars? Like, aren't some things left unsaid? Like, isn't it obvious?
I think it's just a conversation starter, or you know what I mean? Like, he's just telling you what he doesn't like. He's just sharing. It's kind of like me saying I like Fruity Pebbles.
Well, I don't look at it that way. It's kind of like me saying.
Maybe you should look at it that way.
Like, okay, so say for instance, we were on a date and I'm talking and you were like, what are you looking for in a man? And I was like, you know, I'm really looking for somebody who doesn't have STDs because I don't like STDs. You know, STDs.
Who likes STDs?
Exactly. That's how I feel when somebody says, I mean, you know, I'm really looking for somebody who is honest and who isn't a liar. Like, who likes...
Well, okay, let me say this. I get it because some people will be tolerant if you have STDs or have, you know, genital situation or something. They'll be tolerant of that. I'm tolerant of it. If I met a girl and she told me she has AIDS, I'm good. We can still talk.
Well, it just makes me feel like you just had a personal issue with somebody and you're projecting it on me.
That's what it is.
Or you're a liar and you're just making this big old deal to throw me off track because you want me to feel like you ain't gonna lie because you hate liars so much, but I'm not falling for it. I'm like, that's a pet peeve of mine. It's like you're telling on yourself.
I think most of the time it's guys been burnt and we just want to let you know that without saying we got burnt because, you know, because of the pride or whatever. It's just we just hope you don't burn us. You know, we're just telling you. But yeah, this also could be game too. But most of the time, for me, in my opinion, I think guys say what we don't like because we have been burned.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I haven't experienced. Well, maybe I have. Don't talk about your ex-boyfriend with me.
That's what my next one was.
I don't want to hear it. Unless we like are deep in and we've had sex like a million times, and you know we're 2 years in or a year in, even that's cool. Like then you can and if I ask, then you could be like, yeah, this guy was a dick or whatever, blah blah, blah. And then, you know, because I probably will ask, well, what happened to your past relationship, so I can like think or not do that and know what you don't like and blah blah blah. So I guess but let me bring it up. Let me ask. Let me bring it up. Don't be like, oh, you did this, reminds me of my ex. Oh my god. Don't say that shit to me. Like I had a girl's she bought me a cologne because her ex wore that cologne. I'm not wearing that cologne.
But why was she stupid enough to tell you that her ex also wore this cologne? Like she would have been fine if she just didn't even give us that.
Well, obviously it didn't work out, but it's so fucking dumb.
That was my next one because it makes me feel like you're not over it. The fact that you're still relishing on what your ex did, it makes me feel like you're just not over it. And I don't like it and I don't want to hear about it and I don't want to spend time talking about it.
And this one, she was like, oh, it don't remind me of him. I just like to smell this cologne. I'm like, no.
Yes.
This cologne is going to remind you of dude. And I'm not dude, obviously, so nah.
It's like when you guys are intimate and you catch her closing her eyes, you know what she's thinking about.
No, wake up! Look at me.
Where she's like, wear this cologne. She spritz it on you every now and then.
Wear this shirt. It was my ex's shirt. Get the fuck off me, bitch.
Oh my gosh, that is so true. I don't like that either. That's different.
So we go back to me since you had the same thing.
Yeah.
Like I hate women who talk too much. I've had that experience without, you know. Can I get a word in edgewise? Like, can we have a conversation? It's like, no, tennis, back and forth. Don't overrule the conversation. Don't think like, you know, I don't want to listen to you, or you have some like psychological issue of speed talking and talking so much. Like, you're never going to get anywhere with somebody if you don't have a conversation and it's not back and forth. Like, I don't understand personalities like that. There's some psychological issue there that I'm curious about, but anybody, guy, woman, you're never going to know somebody and really have click with somebody if you talk so fucking much. Shut up.
I'll say this, like, this is a pet peeve of mine, like, not necessarily the talking so much part, but the excuse. Like, you talk too much and then you turn around and say, you know, I don't think this is gonna work out because I don't really know a lot about you.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's like this is why I think for me, like, I don't really listen to what guys say because I don't care. y'all be saying some stuff that is not true, but y'all be acting like it's fact, but you do something completely different. So that just tells me, it's like, you don't care. You don't want to get to know me. If you wanted to get to know me, you would have asked me questions. You just looked at me, and for whatever reason, I wasn't like homegirl with the cologne. I didn't fit. I didn't look like your ex, or I didn't look like your type, or whatever. That's what it was, and that's why you talked the whole time, because you were like, well, if I gotta be here, then let me just do what I want to do.
Yeah. It's not. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Is it your turn or my turn?
It's your
I said talk
turn.
too much.
And then I said, like, I don't like it when he talks too much and then says.
Oh, you said the same thing.
Well, mine was that little caveat. I do have another one, like, it was kind of on the ex thing, but like, if you do talk about your ex, like, say for instance, I mention, oh, like, what happened between you and your ex. When someone is constantly negative about their ex, that's a pet peeve of mine, and maybe a red flag. Like, you can say, oh, it didn't work out. Like, say you don't want to, like, elaborate. Oh, it didn't work out. Like, she wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, and we just found that maybe we aren't good together. When you are negative, like, she used to lie a lot, or, you know, like, there was this one time that, you know, she left all the lights on and the door open, and then you think that you've moved on, and then they bring up more stuff, like, we're still talking about that, like, and it's always negative, like, they're always the problem. Like, I don't like that. That's like such an irritating pet peeve of mine.
Yeah, don't be on a date and be like, yo, my ex used to eat his fries like this, or my ex used to, like, wear these shoes, I hate these shoes. Like, bitch, I didn't bring anything. I didn't ask you about that shit. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, get the fuck out of here. Okay. My pet peeve is Jesus pieces. I call these women Jesus pieces who constantly bring up God and Jesus.
On a date, really? That happens?
Yes.
Like, give me an example. How do they
okay,
insert
well,
them?
let me see. And she was fine. Just like this Filipino chick or something. And she was like, yeah, something with the grace of God, you know, blah, 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 or with the love of, you know, Jesus, I was able to pull myself up and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to your church. What's going on? You want to pass the collection plate around? What's going on? You practicing your sermons?
She was fellowshipping on you.
I don't want to hear all this shit. Like, what the fuck? You know, and Jesus knows my pathway and blah, blah, blah. And the blood of Christ is going to do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here. I don't care how far this broad is. I got to go.
Oh, no.
It was bad. It was like talking to Kanye West. I was like, I can't take this. Slavery was a choice. What? I got to get the fuck out of here. Oh, my God.
I would think those girls are easy to, like, have sex with.
They are, but because you gotta put it on the front. That's it. You know, Jesus told me to put my penis inside your vagina.
You should have said, you know what's crazy? My belly button looks like the Christ.
You know what's crazy? My pubic hair is forming a cross. You want to see it? Oh, I have to see it.
Not a cross.
I could. You know, the funny thing about this particular date was I was balancing the fact that should I lie and say I've been trying to find myself and blah blah blah, or should I just stop this?
Oh,
and I stopped it.
You're mature.
As bad as she was, and I was in my late 20s, and I stopped it because I couldn't do it, and she was bad too, but I couldn't do it because I had to listen to that, and I can't stand that. I can't stand it. Sorry, I don't go to church.
Well, it's fine. It's not for everyone.
It's not for everybody. Sorry, I'm not Kanye, and you still have to pay for my $300 shoes.
Okay. Well,
this is the way of Jesus. It's Christian. Buy my Yeezys.
I have a problem with, like, when a dude asks me to come over their house while he cooks for me for a first date.
What's wrong with that?
I don't like it. It makes me feel so cheap. It makes me feel like crap. It makes me feel like a street hooker. It's a pet peeve of mine. I don't like it. I would.
But why does the first date have to be in a restaurant?
It needs to be somewhere public where
Why?
I feel comfortable. Because first of all, I don't.
Oh yes,
know
yes, you have to be comfortable all the time. Yes.
Like, I don't know you. You're a stranger to me, and you're asking me to come in your house while you cook for me. It just makes me feel like everything is in your benefit. I'm in the lion's den, and I just willy-nilly, like, no, like, it makes me feel like you're not considering me at all. I don't know you, and like, to ask me to come over your house while you cook is not like making me excited at all. It makes me scared, actually. Yeah. Like, would you?
I get that.
Like, what if you apply for a job and the person interviewing you said, "Why don't you come over and I cook for you?"
What she look like?
No, it's a man.
Oh, the hell no.
It's a man. Why don't exactly? No. Why don't I come over? Why don't you come over and let me interview and I cook for you? And
unless it's Lenny Kravitz.
And then when say you go over there because you really need a job, right? And then you start to. What if he turns on Netflix? I
never need a job like that.
Turns on Netflix and says, "Why don't we watch a movie?"
I would never need a job that bad.
Come sit by me.
I would never need a job that bad.
It's creepy, right? So imagine a woman. It's creepy.
Yeah, if you're uncomfortable with anything, yes.
But if somebody asked you on an interview and they were like, "We're going to the most expensive restaurant in town," you would feel like, "Oh, I feel safe," because you're not going to try anything. Because we're in it just makes, I don't know why, but it just seems like it's more valuable, like you put more effort so you feel more safe.
What if it's a guy that you've known and you guys are just friends at first, and then he says he wants to take you on a date, but I want to cook you something, but you know him.
He still needs to step it up, because like, you have to show me that if you want this to escalate from friendship to something more, then you have to show me something more.
So cooking is just not enough. It's
no,
not impressive.
That's like after we've been married.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. That's... I'm cooking like this fourth, maybe second date, man. You crazy.
No, I don't like it.
You just like to shine. You like to be out in the public. You like to be money spent on you.
It's my love language.
Yeah. Well, you'll find it. Okay. Would you say I probably gonna get heat for this later? But I don't like women with kids.
Okay, it's a pet peeve when she has kids.
It's a pet peeve when they have kids, because I don't want to deal with that anymore, or the baby daddy thing. The kids are worse, because if you date and you build a relationship with the kid and we break up, I'm more scared of that than anything else. I've done that so many times.
Yeah.
And then I'm cool with all of them, and I check on the kids when I call. I say, "How the kids doing?" Like, me and the kids have a relationship. It's not fair to both, because I'm almost like stepdad.
Yeah.
Like, and that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And when we break up, I can't take it.
Okay.
I cannot take it.
So can I ask you this? Would you be so upset if, like, say you were dating a woman, you guys were taking it slow, and she didn't have any kids, and you guys really started developing something serious, and then she was like, "I have to tell you something, I have children"?
Yeah, I'd be pissed. I'd be so
why?
pissed.
But then you would.
Because you lied to me.
No, she didn't lie. She just omitted it. But the reason why
I would have brought that up.
I'm asking you this because all those reasons that you said, you wouldn't be dealing with baby daddy thing because you didn't even know he exists. You wouldn't have a relationship with the kids because she didn't tell you.
Yep.
And now it's serious, like to the level of like where you want to marry her. Like all those things that you just said don't apply anymore. It would you still be mad?
Yeah, because you lied to me this whole time.
She didn't tell you.
Would you like that if a dude did that to you?
It doesn't really bother me.
He's got the ring, money, everything. He's about to kneel. He's like, by the way, I have 2 kids by the same, mom, and I was too scared to tell you. Like, you're gonna be like, that's okay, that's cool.
It's not a big deal to me. If he said
the whole time, 3-4 years.
Look, if he told me that he had 2 kids and he's taking care of them and stuff like that, that wouldn't bother me. Now it would if he was like, what's that dude's name? Is it Lil Boozy? Like, if somebody had 12 kids, if he was Future, if he had as many kids as Future.
See, that just sounds like
That
I don't want to say
me.
desperate. That it just sounds like you're willing to deal with that because he checks all the boxes on your list, and this one big fat lie is you're okay to overlook because he has money and you guys are cool,
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying no because there is a limit. Like I said, if he was Future has money, but if he had that many kids, like no, like that's too many.
No, that's the kid amount shouldn't be should be irrelevant. The fact that you hid the kid from me
for me,
for
like
years.
I feel like this. I don't care if you have kids. If you have kids or you don't have kids, I care how many kids you have.
Okay, that's fine then. He would have told you from the jump then because you guys would have had that conversation.
Yeah, I don't.
Now, if I'm saying, Ericka, I don't. You don't have kids, right? Because I'm not cool with the kids, and you're like, yeah, but you have kids.
That's a pet peeve of mine. What
then
you just did.
Lied to me.
No, what you just did is a pet peeve. Like, you don't have kids, right? Because I don't
like say it like that.
No. But some people do that, and like I'm like,
oh, you don't have kids, dude.
I don't have kids, but like when a guy says that, it's strange to me and it's off-putting. It's just off-putting.
No, it will come up in conversation, and I would say, I'm not cool,
Because it does make me seem like you don't ever want to have kids, and if I got pregnant,
oh no, but
we got pregnant, not we got pregnant.
Yeah, we would have a conversation about that. It wouldn't be like that, no.
But like, yeah, but I do get what you're saying. Like,
I'm not dealing with that anymore. I can't.
It's not. Kids to me, it's not a big deal if he has kids or not. It's how many.
Okay.
If he has a Brady Bunch. With quite a few different women, that would bother me. Like, but if he had 2 kids from a relationship and he said, I didn't really know how serious we were, I would probably like take that as okay. I understand, and it wouldn't bother me so much. It wouldn't.
That's different because he said I didn't know how serious we were gonna get. Yeah, because I've been there to where I didn't even meet the kid until we got serious.
So if the same situation I
it's
gave
not,
you,
from the jump,
and she was like, I didn't know, but now we're serious. Like you proposed, and she was like, but I have kids.
No, it wouldn't even get to
or she
that. It would get to
no, but you didn't know you wanted to move in. Like you liked her that much, you asked her to move in, and that's when you found out she had kids. She was like, I'm so sorry, but I really didn't know if you were a child molester or whatever. I didn't want you to like prey on me.
You will know that from after 6 months.
Well, maybe you asked her to move in 6 months in, and then she was but I have kids. No, what if she told you too? Like, I have kids, and like, if it's serious, it seems like it's getting serious, but you need to know that. And you would just be mad. You'd be butthurt.
Butthurt, like
really?
Hell yeah.
Aww.
Not doing it.
And what if her child was 21?
Oh hell no! He probably taller than me too.
So that's even worse.
He probably taller than me. Hella big and shit.
What if he's 21 and in a wheelchair?
It don't matter. That's even worse. I gotta wheel this nigga everywhere and shit.
But he's super smart like Stephen Hawking. What if he's super smart like Stephen Hawking?
That'd be cool.
Oh, then now it's okay.
No, it's still not cool.
You're a clout chaser.
Nah, it don't matter. It don't matter if they were like a famous TikToker. It's not cool.
Oh no.
It's not cool.
And he saw you and said, Daddy.
I want everything on the table in the beginning. The first date, first week. I want all that out. Like what doesn't she want, and what don't I want? What do you want? What do I want? Like all that shit needs to be out, and then we can fly from there. Or not fly.
That's a pet peeve of mine is like getting everything out on the table at the first date. Like that's impossible. You can't get everything.
I'm not talking like
you can't even get everything out on the table in the whole relationship.
I mean that's the fun part about it. But no, you're right. I mean I don't mean like that. I mean like what are you looking for? I mean what are your usually when we get like in the month I usually ask her to make a list of what you want and what I want and we can read them to each other. Because if we want to sustain this relationship, I want to get to know more about you.
So, okay. Say she has a list and she's like, I just want to meet somebody who's cool and wants to have fun, wants to go out, do things and like just not be so serious.
Perfect.
Okay, there's the list. Now what? What does that have to do?
No, because the list is after we get a little more serious and stuff, and if we're like really hanging tough like new kids, and then we want to be monogamous with each other, and we get off the apps, and we're like making that decision. Then I make the list. I say, like how can I? What do you want from me that will make this last and be better?
Okay. Well, then that makes sense, because like I get a little nervous like on first dates. Like I don't know what I want. I don't even know you.
I didn't mean to say that.
Okay.
I meant to say like. Yeah, because half of the fun is getting to know each other during.
Yeah, and that's what's kind of scary, because like some guys like I don't know, when I'm on a first date, like I'm not like at all like, oh, I want to get married, and then I don't know you, like, and I don't feel like you're entitled to know like a lot about me until like I even know we vibe together.
But if we like for me, like the first date, I would have to be like, I'm allergic to this, and this. Do you have cats? I can't do cats. Like I'll never come over. Now I could try to make it work, but you'd have to come with clean clothes when you come over. I can't come over. Period. Like, can we make this work?
But that's cats, not kids. So I could see somebody. I could see somebody not telling you like until it gets serious that they have children, because
I can see that too.
I don't know you, and like that's. But I mean, you're to each its own. You have every right. So
I just can't do it.
I will say this, and
I won't do it.
This does still, like when I was younger, it happened more, but like it does still happen every now and then. I literally had somebody ask me how many sexual partners I've had.
Yeah, I would never ask that.
That's a pet peeve of mine. I ask that. First of all, it's a stupid question.
That's my pet peeve too. That's one of mine too. I would never. Go ahead.
That's a stupid question. Like what am I gonna say? And you know what I always
you should
say?
Say like 100.
Yeah, like if it was 1 or 100, what does it matter? Like what does it matter?
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
To me, I'm gonna say this out loud. Any man who asks that question doesn't know pussy. You're a pussy. You don't know shit about women. Go fuck yourself. You don't know shit about women.
Yeah, it makes me feel like you can count on one hand how many people you've been with,
bitch.
because it's weird. Why would you ask that question?
You insecure bastard.
Like I know, like I remember I used to ask this question when I was young, but I was like probably a virgin and I didn't know, and I was just like, well, how experienced are you?
Too, yeah.
And,
when I was 20 years old.
Yeah, because we were just just having sex and probably had sex with one person. So what, were you at 1 or it's like if you said you had 3, that was a lot. Oh my God. Like
here's a dumb question I used to ask when I was young, when I was a baby.
Uh-oh.
When I had an ex, and she was I was talking to her and she wanted to get back with me or whatever, and I asked her, did you date somebody when you were gone? She said yes. I said, who was better?
Okay, why you asked the question you don't want to know the answer to?
I did not want to know the answer. And you know what else?
When it came out, did you know?
Ericka, you know what else I said? Whose dick is bigger?
And at any point, did you feel like I shouldn't have asked this?
Nope, not at the time.
You were cocky.
And I was very proud, by the way. The answers were in my favor. But at the same,
of course they were gonna be in your favor. Why would they not be? Like, who's gonna say he was?
No,
she actually
she did. This one chick, she did say he was thicker.
Oh, you asked this lots of times.
I asked this like 2 or 3 times.
Okay, well, she's the girl with no social cues. You always be like flattering to the person who's in front of you, asking you.
No, I appreciate the honesty.
Okay.
I appreciate the honesty, but yeah, don't ask those questions. It's like that movie. What's that movie with? It was like Natalie Portman. I think it's called Closer, or something. And her husband asked, because she was cheating on him, and the husband didn't ask who's better, who fucks you better. Yeah. And she was like, he does. You know why? Because he is attentive to me and blah 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 blah. And he was getting angry and shit.
Did a man write that script or a woman? It sounds like a woman wrote that script.
Probably a dude.
You think a man wrote it?
I think a man wrote it. But yeah, don't ask those questions. Who cares, man? Size doesn't matter. Unless you have a micro penis, then you're gonna have to compensate. But size doesn't matter, and the partners don't matter. It doesn't make her pussy wrinkly or loose or whatever. Ugh, so stupid.
It doesn't matter. It's one of
a baby's gonna come out of that. You're not gonna fuck your lady now after the baby comes out of there? You fucking idiot.
It just doesn't matter. It's one of those questions where whatever I tell you, it doesn't matter. Like, what does that have to do? Now, if you were gonna ask me, how many people have you been with since I've been in a relationship with you, that would be a better question in context. But like, just in your whole life, that doesn't make any sense. Like, it has nothing to do with you.
Because here's the thing: if the woman or man you date is a sexual deviant, you're gonna know, because she's not gonna be able to sustain a relationship. She's gonna be fucking all the time. If that's what you're scared of, because that's why you're asking that question. You're asking, how many partners have you had? Are you a sexual deviant? Are you a sexual addict? That's why niggas ask these questions and shit. Because you're insecure. Because you want to know how many partners she has and stuff. Because you're a dum dum. Because you're insecure. But it doesn't matter. If she's normal, if she's a sexual deviant, then yeah, it's gonna matter, because she's addicted to sex. She likes different dicks. She knows she's exploring her sexuality, and that's fine too. But having a relationship with that, you're gonna have to accept the fact that she's gonna be fucking other guys too, or girls. So if you guys can have that kind of relationship, that's cool, and that question is valid. Other than that, it's stupid. If you're trying to have a relationship with a chick, don't ask those questions. And if you're insecure about it, go get some therapy. Because you probably got a little dick and you need to talk about it.
Anyway.
Huh?
I said, or get therapy anyway.
Yeah, because you probably have a little dick and you're insecure about your dick.
Yeah. Well, but you made me want to think about something. So what makes a man...
You made me want to be the one you want.
What makes a man be a sexual deviant?
What makes a man?
Be a sexual deviant.
Same thing.
What is it?
A bunch of sexual partners, probably 50-50 bisexual, exploring their sexual escapades, and a lot of porn, a lot of S&M, a lot of kinky stuff. Just exploring, just being sexual. That's all.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna have partners, a lot of partners, and this might be a phase, or this might be, just what they're into, and they're going to go to Power Exchange all the time and have a lot of partners, and it's going to be a lot of STD tests and everything, and their house is probably full of anal plugs and beads and toys and dolls and all kinds of shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And those are hard to have relationships with, because you're going to have to accept the fact that this person is this kind of a sexual person, and they're going to have multiple partners. And if you're like that too, it's best of both worlds.
Well, thank you for clarifying. This one's lighthearted. I have a pet peeve when people kiss with their eyes open.
Oh, I hate that. I don't know. It's so weird. It's so fucking weird, dude.
And for those of you who are like, well, how do you know unless your eyes were open? Look, everyone peeks.
Everyone peeks.
And we want to peek and see your eyes are closed and you're into it. But when you peek, you don't want eyes staring back at you.
It's beautiful when their eyes are closed too, and then you feel comfortable, and you go
back to closing your eyes, but you don't want to peek and they were just staring in your eyes.
It's
awkward.
I think I had one chick who did that all the time, and I had to stop finally and be like, yo, why don't you close your eyes? What is that? He's like, I don't know, it's just a habit. It's like, you gotta cut that habit out, son. You gotta cut that shit out.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's so weird.
It makes me feel like I'm kissing a corpse. I don't know why. And it's so backwards because eyes are closed. But when your eye, it's like they don't blink. It's like their eyes still.
Or it's like a fish. They're kissing a fish. It's fucking weird. Cut it out. Who does that? I saw that in a movie one time. The characters are kissing, and the guy, I forgot what it was. The guy was like, wide open. I'm like, close your eyes, bitch.
It also makes me feel like you don't trust me. Like, you can't even close your eyes while we're kissing.
Like, you want to keep
I'm gonna cheat on you while we're kissing.
I'm gonna steal your wallet while we kissing. Get the fuck out of here. Stop that shit. It looks good on nobody. You could be Holly Berry. If I'm making out with Holly Berry and she's like
Your eyes are just
Because
plastered.
your eye always looks creepy. It always looks weird.
It does, because you're
never
so
looks sexy.
close too.
Yeah, and it's like I gotta be like, Hallie, why are your eyes open? You think I'm gonna call TMZ and let them know that you kissing on me? Close your eyes.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's a good one. That's a fucking good one, son. I hate that shit. Okay, here's one that's kind of. Okay, I'm just gonna say. I hate it when women expect me to hold the door, get the door,
What?
or
That is your
like pay the check.
birthright.
Now I agree because I learned from my mom and my dad. I love my parents. I don't mind doing that, but when I do it and you're like standing there and waiting or whatever, like I hate that. Or you like my mom would like stand by the car. Maybe that's from where I get it from. She would stand by the passenger side and not get in the car until I get back out of the car and open the door for her.
I'm sorry, but I am with the Black Twitter. I'm gonna hate you for this. I'm giving you heat. That is your birthright, and that is your mother. You should be running in front of your mother to get the door open for her.
But I don't mind doing it. I will do it.
I
just don't want you. I hate that you expected me to do it.
Because she's a helpless woman who gave birth to you.
My mom does it. It's fine. Okay, it's a joke. I laugh about it. Sometimes I even go and I'll go back around and I'll come back and pick her up.
Do you hate it because you forgot to do it for her and it was like kind of like now we're gonna hold everything up to realize that you forgot to do it?
At the time, I hated it because I was like, I don't think guys should do that. I think independent. I think women should be independent and open their own fucking door.
Oh, we can't be friends anymore.
But as I grew older, she did that, and I said, "Oh, I forgot," and I didn't make a stink about it. But I hate when I'm on a date and the woman will just stand there waiting for me to open the door for me, and not even say thank you. That's the worst part. Don't say thank you. Like I hate that shit.
Does your dad not do that?
No, my dad does that.
Oh, yeah, because he strikes me as the type of.
I also hate this. When I do the walk thing and I walk on this side,
the outside,
and on the outside, I hate when women say you don't have to do that. Just let me do it.
Well, you can't have it both ways now. Come on, either you want her to be a lady or you don't. Want
just
her to
let
be
me do it. Just let me do it. It's not like we're gonna stop walking. Just let me fucking do it. Cause you know why? Cause some women aren't used to that, and they are independent, and they're saying you don't have to do that. I've had 2 chicks do that to me. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But I'm going to do it because I am not addicted. What's the word? I'm used to it. I'm just programmed to do that. I have to do that. So just let me do it. Okay? But the door thing,
I don't mind.
Just let me open the door and say thank you. Okay? Don't wait there. We're both walking the same place. If you see me go for the door, cool, you can stand there. Don't get there, stand there and wait for me.
Oh, no, I'm waiting. Because how would you feel if this situation happened? Like, say she gets to the door and she stands there, and then some other man who's bigger and stronger opens up the door for her.
I don't care.
She looks at him and says, "Oh, thank you," and then then she goes in and he goes in after her, and then you're outside.
Will never happen because I won't be outside, be inside because I opened my own damn door.
Yeah, you're going to open your own door, and he's like, oh, so who are you here with? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm here with someone. Yep. And then we both look at you in disgust.
Nope.
Because he'll look down at you because, you know, he's like, oh, you know, I got a little squirt. I got a little moisture out of your lady. I don't have to prove
myself to no man. Nope. I'll be fine with it.
Have you ever witnessed, okay, this is off topic, but have you ever been with a girl and like she had an interaction with a guy in front of you that you know probably gave her a little bit of moisture?
No.
Okay.
I'll even ask if I see something.
This sounds like a slower subject, so we'll just move on.
No, we can talk about it. And if she's lying to me, she's lying to me, but...
you said you asked to make sure.
Yeah, I was like, that dude's handsome. Like, you didn't like him? She said no.
Of course she did. That's what we're supposed to do. Good job.
That's fine. But then you're a liar if you didn't, you know.
That's okay. I mean, everyone's a liar at this point. That's why I think it's such a stupid question. I mean, such a stupid statement to be like, I hate liars. Because everybody lies. Everybody says things that aren't true to make someone else feel good. So, that whole thing, that's why I'm like, whatever. Okay. So, this is another pet peeve I have, is asking me on a date, or just like, I don't know you and you're asking me, so what's your favorite sexual position?
Oh, okay, say that one more time. What?
I'm
asking you about sex already?
Asking me on a date, what is my favorite sexual position?
What date is this? First date?
I don't care. Ask me on a date, like while we're on a date. If we're still in the dating phase and you're asking that, like,
I don't see it.
Well, actually, I take that back. Because you can be dating. Let's say we dated for a whole year and we didn't have sex.
There's been times when, like, on the second day we'll talk about sex, and then either she'll volunteer that or I'll ask and she'll answer the question. Like,
I feel like it's a pet peeve of mine. Like, the introduction to having sex is very touchy. Like, it's very touchy because you don't, especially on the first date, you don't know if the girl is that open yet. Like, I don't know, unless you're just really, really good at reading signals. But most men aren't good at reading signals. So asking that is really gonna turn it off. Like, say there was a signal, it's kill if the dude just says that on the first date.
There's a way where you can make her ask about sex first.
I think that's the better way.
That's how I do it.
I feel like when it comes to sex, I feel like the very first interaction that you're having with a woman, like you're dating her, you're seeing her, whatever, like that, and it comes to sex, it has to come from her. It has to come from us. We have to be the first ones to, like, bring it up or talk about it, because then it's open policy.
And then she feels comfortable because she brought it up.
Yeah, like but on the first date, if the dude brings it up, first of all, dude, I already know you want to have sex with me. Now, the fact that you want me to engage with it and talk about it with you is not something that I want to do. Yeah. It's awkward and weird now, and I get annoyed. That makes me annoyed when somebody says that.
Also, if she does bring up sex first, it doesn't mean she's going to fuck you that night either. So calm down.
No, all you could do is talk about it. So
now, if you talk about it and you make her squirt and make her make the moves, and you don't have to do anything, you just have to get the gab, baby. Mm-hmm. That's how I do it. Shh.
I think I only have 2 more.
Okay, I got, if somebody, I guess this isn't like a first date thing. This is like if we're in the car and you tell me to switch the music. I'm going to kick you out the car. Because all my music is butter. And if you don't like my music, then we're just not going to gel. And I listen to everything, so it's kind of hard. But if I'm playing the song music and you don't like the music, then we're just not going to be able to gel. I'm sorry. I'm a DJ, I guess. I'm half a musician. I can't, like, if you don't like what I like, we're just not going to, it's not going to work.
You know what? I think the only time that's acceptable is when you live together.
To change the music?
But honestly, I'll say this. If whoever's driving, I feel like it's an unwritten or unspoken rule. Whoever's driving is the one who gets to choose.
Unless you're like, I found a new artist, because this happened to me before. Can you listen to this? Somebody gave me this tape, or this is a new artist, or can you listen to this real quick? Like, I'll do that. But like, if you're telling me to change the music and we're going to fucking, I don't know, La Jolla or something, like,
so little miniature road trip.
You're telling me, that's not far.
No, it is. That's a miniature road trip.
Palm Springs.
Yeah, it's like a 2-hour drive. That's a little miniature road trip.
San Diego.
Well, if you were driving 6 hours, like if you say
we're going to Sacramento.
Say you were going somewhere that you have to spend the night, which is a good drive, like that I can kind of.
And you're telling me like you don't like my music basically, or you want to hear something else. Then I kind of take that offensive. If
you can't handle 2 hours of whatever someone else is playing, then yeah, I think that's
yeah. And and if I'm in the passenger seat and you're just know not to play trap music. Okay, go.
But I feel like whoever's driving is the one who gets to call the DJ shots.
I get that, but if you're playing trap music, I gotta go.
Well, then you always drive.
Or I'm about to put my headphones in.
You just gave me the key to how to make you drive all the time.
That's fine with me. I'll drive all the time.
We're gonna play WAP.
We can play WAP. I like WAP.
Doesn't that count as trap music? Oh man, I gotta
Not
find
really.
something else. Okay.
Is that Hit Boy? Isn't that Hit Boy?
To me, well, I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. I like Meg. I like Cardi B too. So I play WAP.
Well, oh, I know. I'll play Migos.
No, we're not
I
doing
want to listen to
We're not doing that.
Migos.
We're not doing that.
Follow me. Dip, 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 dum.
If you want to bring my IQ level down by 100, then yeah, you could do that.
Then you're driving.
If you
that's
want to dumb me down for the rest of my life, then yeah, go ahead and do that.
Okay. I can't stand it, like whether I'm into it or not, but mostly when I'm not into it. But I can't stand it if, like, say you're having that moment where you're about to kiss and he grabs the back of my head and pulls me to him and he feels me resisting, but he keeps doing it. I don't like that.
That is fucking creepy, dude. What the fuck, bro?
And, like, honestly, I don't really like, especially on a first kiss in general, I don't like it when the guy pulls me by the back of my head or grabs the back of my head. Like, I don't know, maybe it's a hair thing. Like, maybe, like, we don't know what my hair situation is at the time, but I just don't like that. Like,
so
after I get to know you, then, like, I don't mind because you know me and, like, you know what my situations are. But, like, I don't like that. And I've had that happen a couple of times where I was like, it was like the back of my neck or my head that you're pulling me to you. Like,
no, but the resistance, like, you can't.
Especially when I'm resisting, because most of the time I'm resisting and you keep pulling harder. Like no, this is not a game.
Only do that when she's sucking your dick.
Okay, okay. Number
I'm
2,
just
don't push my head either.
I'm just kidding.
No, that's another one. Don't
another
push
one.
my head.
Yeah, never do that.
And I don't care how long we've been together. Don't push my head ever.
Oh, I do that.
No, no.
I like it when they gag on it.
Okay, well, good luck with that.
Oh, I've had good luck. Yes, lots of luck.
You have. I'm just saying that is
Lots
my
of
pet
loving.
peeve.
I love it. I love the tears.
Okay.
Holding back the tears. I know it's years. I just said tears. I know that song. I hate. My pet peeve is squares. I guess you can relate that to, like, religious people, but they're not really squares because they'll have sex with you or whatever. But squares, like, you can't talk about sex or, you know, like, gross things. Like, they find everything gross and shit.
Wait, because I'm like, you're a square. I'm a square. What do you mean? We're both squares.
Oh.
We both live the square life.
Do we?
I mean, like, for me, like, when we're talking about square, that's anyone who isn't involved in sex work.
Oh, no.
Like, that side of things.
No,
that's how I look at
like,
squares. If you're more square than that.
If I'm talking about anal and you're like, ew, anal, like, I'm talking about, you know, butt plugs and stuff and all that, you're like, you don't want to hear it, and porn and shit. You think porn people are gross. Like, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. We're not gonna work. Just gonna cut the cheese. Right now.
What if you're talking about this and you turn her over and her fingers are in her ears?
That's a good sign too.
She's
I
like,
want to hear it.
Jesus, and she's praying. She's doing anyone doing that?
Because you already know, like, in the bed, she's gonna be plain Jane. It's gonna be boring.
Oh, but no, those are the ones that be acting like they don't like this and other. The main ones that be doing it.
I hear what you're saying, but so. I don't think so. Those are the religious ones. The religious ones who are saying this is for Jesus, and then they fuck the shit out of you.
I think
because they have the devil in them.
Both of them. I don't know. I've always, especially if someone's being a little bit too extra with it, I be thinking they're the main one. So I don't know.
If you got the gift of gab, you can convince those squares to be circles. You feel what I'm saying, baby?
I feel like everybody has their circle point. Like, you just gotta find out what it is.
And you also gotta be the right person. If you make them comfortable, they will do anything you say.
There'll be a circle for God. I mean, some of these people.
That's why church is full of freaks.
Hey.
They're there on Sunday to repent because they were buck wild during the week. So that's how you do it, baby.
I think that was it.
But I'm still good. I'm still cool on those. Anyway.
Yeah, I think that was it.
I got one more real quick.
Oh yeah, go for it.
This only happened to me once, but I had a conversation with a chick and she was telling me how she don't date light skinned guys. Then
Well, why is she on a date?
Why are you talking to me?
No, I think that's happened to me before. I don't know if it had to do with. It was just something. Whatever it was, is I usually don't date girls like you. It was something like that.
Yeah.
And it was like, what the like? Am I supposed to be honored? Like, what am I supposed to?
Yeah, am I the one who broke the wall?
Like, you're making it seem like you're better than me. Well, fuck that. Mm-mm.
Well, mine was. She said, "Well, I just don't get along with light skinned people a lot. Like we always get in an argument." I'm like, I'm not like this one nigga that you dated. Like you basing all light skinned brothers on one person that you dated. Like,
but it's not even that. But she's creating an argument right now by even saying.
Yeah, so we're already done. We're already done.
Now you're defensive, and now you're about to have an argument. And then she's like, see, I always argue with you light skinned dudes. I'm like,
yeah, because you started, you dumb broad. God dang it, dude. She's like, oh, you're fine, and that's why, I wanted to go out. I just wanted to try it. I was like, and I wasn't mad. I was like, well, you just brought down the energy right now, because what am I supposed to say to that? How am I, are you going to give me a chance? Or every time we get if we get deeper into this, are you always going to say, I told you, that's why, if we don't agree on something, oh, it's because you light skin. That's not the reason. Everybody is on an individual basis. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. She was dumb. We were young.
Some people do not understand their power of manipulation. Like, that is someone who is very manipulative. They probably don't even know they are. Maybe they learn that they are. But saying to that is just a psychological mind F. Like, right then and there. So, like, come on now.
Yeah, it's stupid. What's this with you not cursing?
I mean, I did curse. I'm trying not to because I know this is uploaded to a public platform that, some minors might be watching.
But the thing says it's not for minors.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm just trying to,
No, can we stop? Can you stop that?
And
fuck that.
Fuck that, Ericka. I said the F word once.
Did you? I can't say bitch. I can't call bitches bitches.
Well, because when you're calling us words, that's different.
I'm calling them words.
You're calling lady. I didn't hear you call a man a bitch yet.
I called a man a bitch.
I'm not. Remember, I was talking.
Yes, I did.
Oh, who?
And I was like, remember the guys? Any guy who thinks that when if they have many partners, you're insecure about yourself. I call them insecure bitch.
Oh, okay. Well,
men and women, they bitches. I mean, can be bitches.
Okay.
Sorry. It's the truth. Why aren't you cursing? What is going on?
It's okay. It's good.
No, it's not. That's a square.
I don't care.
That's you being a square.
I don't curse.
That too. If you don't curse, that's a pet peeve of mine.
Well, hey. I don't curse.
Also, vegans are a pet peeve of mine. Like overly vegan.
I was vegan today.
And you're going to tell me about why I shouldn't eat meat? Get the fuck out of here.
That goes
like
for
your little
anybody.
friend at one time at your little TV, not little, but your TV show, when she was talking about what they do to the animals.
Oh yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nadia.
You know what they do to the dolphins? Yeah, I do. You know how they make this? Yeah, I do. That's why it's so good.
But I did direct her to say that. I know.
No, but that was her. But those were her real words.
No, but I told her, I just said, because I know her, and I was like, why don't you talk about this? Because I knew it's something that would irritate people, and she could talk about it for a long time.
And I wasn't even in the
But in real life, she isn't like that. Like, she keeps it to herself. She just chooses to do this.
Well, she's a good actress.
But I just know... Maybe that's what makes me good at what I do. But when I know people, I know how to bring something out of them that is going to present the image I want.
Yeah, so. that was good because she pissed me off.
Because I know that's something, because there was another one. I don't know if you were shooting with us, but one of my friends, Ashley, I had her in this role where I said, okay, I want you to talk on the phone like you're talking to your boyfriend. But I wanted her to be real annoying. And I said, act like you're a controlling girlfriend. Say something about you should have been home 5 minutes ago because it only takes you 5 minutes to drive from here to here. Yeah. And she just took it and went with it. And all the dudes was feeling their balls get cut off. Cause
no, you're a good director. I do another TV show.
I just like that.
That would be nice. With better people and better quality equipment.
Yeah, better quality and a
And
real
better, but better people
script.
too, though.
And a
And
real
better scripts. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I could have a future as director. I like directing.
No, you do pretty good. Other when you
There's
on
some
the
things
set,
that I do need help with, like visuals, but
yeah. But you seeing you do that, that was like your lane. Like that was you.
I can work with actors. Is what I can do.
That's what
So
I'm saying. But that's what's to make a
I can coach
a good director.
I can coach an actor. Like that's not hard for me. Like I can coach actors through scenes. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You
I think I
can.
found my lane.
You can, yeah.
I can
I
start
told you
my
you
new
should do like
career.
acting coaching or something.
I do. I do it for friends. Like
No, I mean professional.
I'll coach people through auditions and then film their audition, and I help people get jobs too.
But not friends though, like random people.
It doesn't matter who you are. I've coached a guy I didn't know. He actually wanted my friend to help him through a scene, and I just kind of took over and kind of coached him through it.
Yeah. Well, you're good at that.
That's fun for me. So
don't
it's
have
not even
patience
like
for
work. I don't mind doing that. So.
I just want to write the script and then I just give it to you.
Yeah, I don't like dissecting. Like I don't know. There's some stuff in small ounces. Like I can take it. I think like being a director, it takes a lot.
Yeah, but I love it though. It's fun.
Like I can do the coaching of the scene, but like taking the whole script, breaking it down, figuring out how I want to shoot it. Like I can do it, but I don't think that's my strong
That's
point.
the fun part.
Like I would need a team, like a cinematographer,
Absolutely.
and like how we're
Yes.
gonna do the. And then when people like kind of talk about it and set it up, then I can visually see it, and then I can take direction and say, okay, this is what I want. But I don't know a lot about that part of film. I know about the acting part, but
Yeah.
But anyway.
Anyway, future project. But okay, we're gonna end this right here. This is Lee Bishop.
ErickaMelani.
Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.